Hello everyone, how are we doing? Welcome back to another episode of my Crybaby Whims Legacy Challenge. This is episode 12. We're here with Jasmine and it is the morning after we left off. Thomas went home and Jasmine basically just went to bed. She didn't clean up the house. As you can probably see, it is a bit of a mess. I hadn't realised how much she actually did. Without her husband here and while she's distracted doing everything else, the place has become an absolute state. So we will have to do that at some point. Like, look how many messes Alexis has made. She is absolutely acting out after seeing everything that's been happening. She obviously doesn't know all the details, but she's seen her parents fighting, she's seen her dad move out, she's now seen her mother with another man on the same day that her dad moved out, and she's still just a child in all of this. So Alexis is not coping, I don't think, very well. She's headed off to school. Now, I was thinking, realistically, yes, Alexis probably can work out that Jasmine had an affair. Like, she's seen Thomas, she's a kid, but she's smart. She'll know what's going on, but also she wouldn't tell her dad about this. Like, that is not the sort of person that she is, and I don't think it's the sort of thing that I can't remember how old she's supposed to be, but like, say 9-year-old, she's not going to run to her dad and be like, oh, guess what I saw? Like, she's not going to do that. But it will probably create a bit of a tense relationship between Alexis and Jasmine, so that is something that we will have to consider. But for now, Jasmine has, obviously, as we know, she has decided she doesn't want to fight for her relationship with Dominic. She does want to officially end things, and we do need to tell him that, because she's still feeling sad from her purpose of life. We'll fix it. Don't worry, Jasmine. We'll fix it. But she is still, like, they are in a state of separation as opposed to like broken up. So they're separated. They are not broken up. They're still married. They have got a really bad relationship, which makes me really sad that they've lost their friendship as well as their romance. It makes sense, but it still makes me sad to see because they were such good friends. But the plan for now is it is 9 a.m. and it is officially it is Scarlett's birthday. And obviously Dominic will need to be here for that. So I am going to have Jasmine invite Dominic over. We will need to have a conversation with him about breaking up. And then we need to have Scarlett's birthday. Now, because it's not like a birthday party, we're not inviting like everyone over. We are literally just having, I don't know why I've moved her down here for that, but okay. Either way, we're going to have her downstairs and we will literally just have Dominic over to kind of see. I mean, he wasn't there for the birth, so I don't think he'd really care. But he obviously does care. He just didn't see it as a big deal. But yeah, he will want to kind of be there for his daughter's birthday. So we will have to invite him over. Now, I am thinking we'll tell him before she ages up, because I don't want her to kind of see it all as a toddler. I don't think that'd be very nice for her. Like, the first thing she sees as a toddler is her parents divorcing. Oh my goodness. Okay, now, during free time, Alexis drew an inappropriate piece of artwork and showed it to classmates. It caused lots of giggling and disrupted the rest of the class. This is what I mean with Alexis acting out. We know she's super creative, so she is now using her creativity and her painting and things like that she's really good at, like with making a mess, but she's not using it appropriately. She is literally acting out. So I think Jasmine is honestly going to say the teacher's responsible here, because she's thinking, look, I will look after my child while she's at home, but while she's at school, you guys can deal with the punishment and the repercussions of that, which, I mean, I'm not necessarily saying I agree with that, but I'm just thinking this is what Jasmine would say. She's thinking, look, she's at school, the teacher can kind of deal with it, because Jasmine's got kind of enough things going on at the moment. She doesn't feel like she wants to be dealing with Alexis misbehaving at school. Like, she's got enough to deal with her misbehaving at home, let alone at school as well. She still needs to clean up all these messes and have a word with Alexis about it all. But anyway, that is something for later or another day. But we are inviting over Dominic because we do officially need to end things with him. He would rather not come. Dominic, it is your daughter's birthday. You are coming right now. I'm going to bring you manually. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you're like, no, I don't really want to be there. This is your daughter aging up. I know you're not happy with Jasmine right now, but come on, you're a better man than that, surely. So it seems that Jasmine and Dominic are going to start a conversation by themselves. I don't know who's initiated this conversation. I don't know how it's going to be, if it's going to be friendly, if it's not. But Jasmine is going to need to approach the... He looks a bit... Oh, is he flirting with her? But now he's crying. Stop flirting with each other. You are literally breaking up. You're both... He's sad. This is... No, okay. We need to mention to him about breaking up. So we're gonna go into the separation panel, and we're gonna attempt a peaceful discussion about the issues, because Jasmine, she doesn't want to like stay with him as a partner, but she does still want him as a friend. Like before all of this, they were friends. So she is going to attempt a peaceful discussion and then say something nice about him and be like, look, I do still like you, are still like a good dad and a good person. I just don't think this was made for us. I don't think we were supposed to be together like this, and we would discuss the children's future, and Jasmine's going to say, I would still like you to be involved in their lives. You are still their dad at the end of the day. And he says, you really think I'm dependable and courageous? I didn't know you did. So he wasn't sure like how she felt about him, which I mean is quite sad. But I do want them to be friends still after all of this. They will have to work on rebuilding their friendship. They're not going to have a romance after this. But then after we have done all this, she is going to ask to separate permanently, amicably. And we're not gonna tell him about Thomas. Okay, he will have to find out at some point. Because Jasmine and Thomas want to get together seriously and exclusively and publicly and all of that, but not right away, because then Dominic will get suspicious about how long might this have been going on for, and Jasmine really doesn't want him to know about that. Like, I know that's really sketchy, but this is all from Jasmine's perspective. She doesn't want her husband to know that this is like part of the reason. She just kind of wants to pin it on everything else, which sounds absolutely awful. But this is Jasmine, okay? This is what she is thinking, and she is going to say, I honestly think she would say it's a mistake, like that they shouldn't have got together to begin with, and that they should have just stayed friends. That's all they really were to begin with, and they just kind of fell into a romantic relationship. And she's gonna say they shouldn't have even gotten together to begin with, that it was all for the wrong reasons and could never work. Feels like nothing will make Jasmine change her mind. So yeah, she is just gonna tell him that as much as she loves him as a friend and not as a romantic partner, and she's really sorry that it took this long to realise that. But yeah, that is the reason she is going to use, that it was a mistake. And we'll have to see how Dominic takes this, because it's obviously not going to be very nice to hear. He's always kind of loved her. And I don't like how mean this interaction looks, because I don't think she's going to do it in a mean way. But is he going to accept it? Is he going to accept breaking up amicably? No! Oh my gosh. Dominic refused to separate amicably. His negative feelings... No! His negative feelings are too strong for that, it seems. There's no staying in good terms now. Jasmine and Dominic now despise each other. No, this was not what it was supposed to be. They are divorcing. So they aren't officially divorced. They're in the process of getting a divorce, which I like. I prefer that it's not straight away. Oh my gosh. So Dominic has some resentment left over from his divorce. Dominic may not enjoy being around Jasmine. So he is not very happy with Jasmine's sort of reasoning behind it. She is feeling really sad. Butterfly effect from discussion. Jasmine is truly concerned that permanent separation would affect the children very negatively. I think it will. And I think it's already showing with Alexis. She is feeling sad from her first permanent separation from a life event. Well, you know how it is. You always believe that things can last forever. You make promises and you believe other Sims' promises. And then life happens. It draws distance between beings that were close. It fosters conflict where there used to be only peace. It brings weariness into a love that seems eternal. And one day, a couple breaks, like Jasmine's. Not amicable. Jasmine tried to ask for a peaceful, amicable, permanent separation, but was met with anger. Seems that the only path available is a conflictual one then. Oh, rift in the relationship. She's feeling angry. Oh my goodness. She's feeling happy from being honest. So I feel like that is, she's pleased that she was honest with herself and with Dominic. I can't actually control Dominic because technically he's like on holiday at the moment, so I can't see how he's feeling, but he is really not in a good mood right now. So I really want them to be like friendly after this. So again, we might have to work on this. I think she's going to give a smooth apology and be like, look, I'm really, really sorry. I hope that's not a flirty sort of. No, I'm going to do beg forgiveness instead. And she's like, look, I'm really, really sorry it went down like this. I never wanted you to get hurt in all of this. And he is not having any of it right now. So I think he needs some time and space from Jasmine. I hope he still wants to be involved in the kids' lives. But we do need to actually come here right now and age up Scarlett. As I say, it is her birthday, so we do need to make sure that she is still getting some attention. But what a sad little birthday, your parents getting a divorce. So yeah, Jasmine is really, really in such a foul mood right now. Jessica has sent a gift. Oh my gosh, maybe Jessica's reaching out to us. So Scarlett has rolled inquisitive and clingy. It makes perfect sense that she is clingy. And I can see that she's got ginger hair like her mum. So let's see. Oh my gosh, and she's got the bright green eyes instead of the light green. So she looks just like Jasmine at the moment. So here is little Scarlett's makeover. I think she's absolutely cute. She had bangs when she aged up, so I thought I'd keep her with them. And I just think she's like so sweet. So yeah, please don't go yell at your daughter. Jasmine is absolutely stressed right now. I don't know what to do about Dominic. We tried. I really, really did try to, oh my gosh, we can finalise the divorce. Shall we ask him to move out permanently? I think we need to. I honestly think we need to. Like, there's no way he can stay living here now. We're going to ask him to move out permanently, and then I won't have his little face down here that I can't even click on or control. I know he's feeling really sad right now, and Jasmine is interestingly very happy. She's not angry anymore. She's lost her anger movement, but she's here like, look, can you please find somewhere to move out to? So yeah, he is, as I said, he is going to take most of the money. He's not going to take like all 36,000, but I think he is going to take 30,000. Yeah, and then Jasmine is left with 6,000, which is enough to at least keep her sort of safe with the kids. She will obviously need to look into getting a job. That is something else she'll have to do. But Dominic, he needs the money to find somewhere to live. And he, as Jasmine and Dominic put it, he earned the money. So it is only fair. So I will find somewhere quickly for him to live. So this is Dominic's home. I haven't done anything with it. We've just moved in. But it actually has bunk beds and swings and stuff. So when the kids want to come and stay, I will need to obviously place another bed because he does have 3 children. But I've noticed as well, now that we are him, I will go back to Jasmine obviously, but it automatically took me here. So I thought I would show off the house. And Dominic's moodlets, he is feeling very angry from an aggravating conversation. He is angry from saying no, not amicable. They want an amicable separation after everything and after asking for a breakup to begin with. It simply can't happen. There'll never be anything even remotely close to amicable between them again. A mistake. Dominic's partner thinks they shouldn't have even gotten together to begin with, that it was all for the wrong reasons and could never work. Sounds like nothing will make them change their mind. I've read that one before with Jasmine, and he is also feeling awkward, so he said something awkward. It's probably him trying to flirt with her when he came in. But yeah, this is where Dominic will be staying for now. As I say, I will add an extra bed so that all of the kids can stay. But yeah, I'm going to hop back straight back to Jasmine. So Dominic has obviously moved out. It looks like Grace has come downstairs to meet her little sister. Well, not meet her, but like kind of see her. And we're just giving her a little hug. It's her birthday, and it's been not the best birthday so far. But she doesn't know about it all. She has never known any different. They are good friends, which we love that. I would try and invite Dominic back over, but I know he's going to refuse. So I guess he's not going to be here for the rest of his daughter's birthday, which is a shame. But there is one thing that Jasmine is going to need to do. And I know she's not going to enjoy this, but she is going to have to tell her parents about the divorce, because obviously we all know the expectations that have been put on Jasmine and also Jessica. And they didn't really take things well when Jessica got a divorce, and now Jasmine knows that she needs to tell her parents that she has also got a divorce now. And she's not expecting them to be happy, but we are going to have to invite them both over. They are both elders now, so we're going to invite Kieran over and we're going to invite Meredith Oh, Meredith is already... She's over here. Okay. She's hanging out with our... Is this our... Yeah, that's our nanny. So Meredith is over here. So we're going to ask her to hang out and invite our father over as well and tell them the... not so great news that she has had a divorce. Again, she's not going to tell them about Thomas. That would just cause way more drama than it needs to. But they need to know, considering... but he was over here straight away. So we're going to have to tell him... I'm going to have to see if there's a way to do this. We can vent about our current relationship. So we might come and do that and be like, look, you probably know by now. I don't know if Meredith is coming or if she went, by the way. So I'll have to invite her over later because we need to have this conversation with our dad. She might have gone off to work or something. But she is going to be like, look, you know, I've been having some issues with Dominic lately and it's not been going so well. And actually we have decided we're going to have a deep personal conversation, if I can find that. Deep personal conversation. We need to invite him in, actually. Come and sit inside. She's like, look, we have decided to call things quits on our relationship. We are going to be getting a divorce. So Jasmine has told her father about the divorce and he is not happy at all. He is really mad that not only Jessica has ruined the reputation of the family, but now Jasmine has gone and done the exact same thing. And we know how much Kieran cares about reputation and about appearances, and he is really quite mad that Jasmine has basically done the exact same thing that she knew he didn't approve of. So Jasmine is going to be like quite upset about this, and they're going to argue about lifestyle. And she's like, look, this isn't anything to do with you. This is my life. You shouldn't control it. This is what I want to do. This is what's best for me. And he's like, this does impact me. This is my family too. Dominic works for me, so of course it's going to have an impact on my career as well as my life. Your children are being impacted by this, and what are people going to think? What are people going to say? So Kieran is getting really quite frustrated about this. Jasmine is as well, and she's also... I know this looks like a really mean thing to say, but she's going to say, look, you're half to blame as well for this, because if it weren't for you starting this whole business, this shady business with Dominic, then half of the problems wouldn't be here. Like, I know this isn't the root of the problem, but it definitely added to it and escalated everything. So you can't act completely innocent in all of this. And these two are not in a very good place right now. They are arguing. She's yelling at him. And he is kind of brushing it off. And he has, at this point, he is insulting Jasmine. She's feeling like she's made a few mistakes. And she's aware of it by being lectured by her parent right now. And now Alexis has come home and she's going to see more arguments, which isn't great. Jasmine is going to insult her father and be like, look, I can't believe you're putting this all on me. Obviously, there's two people in a relationship and Dominic isn't completely innocent as well. And as I said, you're half of the reason why. They are going to argue about work, about his job, and how if he hadn't got Dominic involved, they don't even know if they would be in this situation. Like, obviously Jasmine knows she probably would have left him anyway, but it's kind of a way to pass the blame on. Kieran is really frustrated by this and the fact that Jasmine is putting some blame on him. He doesn't feel like that's fair, and he's calling her ungrateful and saying that if she cares so much about the money and where it's all come from, then she doesn't deserve it anyway. And Jasmine's going to be quite confused about this right now, and she's like, what are you trying to say? And he's like, well, the reason you are in this situation and position is my career and my job. I gave you the money for this house. I set everything up. And if you're not going to appreciate that and be completely ungrateful, then you shouldn't have anything to do with that. And Jasmine is confused. She's like, what are you trying to say right now? And Kieran is basically saying that if she's unhappy with how he's got the money, she shouldn't get any part of it. And he is telling her that if this is really how she feels, then he doesn't want her living in his house, even though he bought it for her. This is his home. He bought it for her. And Jasmine's like, what are you saying right now? Are you telling me I can't live in my own home? And he's like, this isn't your home anymore. This is my home. And she's like, do you not even care about my children? She is going to completely yell at him about this. She's like, are you seriously trying to kick me out of my own house? What about my kids? And he's like, look, you have got 1 week and you will be out of this house because I will be selling it, considering the fact that you don't appreciate it anyway. You don't appreciate how you've got this money, how you've got this. And Jasmine is kind of done with this conversation by the looks of it. She does not want to speak to her father anymore. He has given her a deadline, and she has got an entire week to move out of this house. And she is here at the moment. She's like, look, you can leave, father. You can leave, dad. I don't want you here anymore. If you are gonna be this fickle and kick me out over a divorce and over all of this, then you can leave. And I don't want anything to kind of do with you. Oh my gosh, Scarlett's asleep on the floor and Jasmine is here at the moment just thinking about her kids. Alexis, Grace is hungry, so let's get her some food out she can eat. Because Jasmine does not have time right now to be cooking. Oh, is the food gone off? Jasmine is going to be quite stressed right now because her father has told her she's got a week to move out. So by next Thursday, and bear in mind, it is Winterfest next week. She's got to move out by the new year. In the new year, she needs a new home. And she has 6,000 simoleons because Dominic took most of it. And she has no career and she has no partner. And yeah, so she is going to be quite stressed right now and really quite annoyed at her dad. I think she's kind of decided that she wants to cut ties with him, which is fully fair. So in the space of just a few days, Jasmine has lost both Dominic and Kieran. Jasmine is grudging after a fight with her dad and they've got a personal rift. So yeah, things aren't doing too well between them. Obviously, they're not doing too well. Jasmine has got to work out what she's going to be doing with her life right now. And our friend Sienna is calling and asking if we want to go out, which is really sweet, that she wants to help us and kind of distract us from all of this. We will definitely need to see our friends a bit more now. But at the moment, Jasmine can't. She's got 3 children at home to look after and no one else here right now. And the person she is going to go to, she is not going to call Thomas. She needs to call her mum. She needs to invite her mum over because her mum didn't come earlier. She was at work. She couldn't talk to her mum about everything. And she needs to fill her mum in on the divorce and about what her dad has said, because obviously Kieran has made this decision by himself. He's not consulted Meredith. It was a decision he made then and there. So we need to have a conversation with Meredith, with our mum, about everything that's happened, because Jasmine does have a really strong relationship with her mum. And she needs to kind of have someone that she can rely on that isn't just Thomas all the time. He can't be only there for when Jasmine needs a shoulder to cry on. He's not her emotional, pillow, basically. But he is obviously going to be there. But at the moment, she needs her mum. A girl needs her mum. Okay, so she is inviting her mum in. And they're going to have a deep conversation. And she's going to tell Meredith about everything that has just happened. She's straight away going to do this. And she's going to come and she's going to be like, look, Dad has told me that because I'm getting a divorce and because I don't appreciate everything that he's done, I can't live in this house anymore. And Meredith is going to be not surprised, honestly. She's going to be really obviously quite upset about everything, but she knows what her husband is like, and she is going to have a conversation with her daughter and basically going to say apologise for how things have went and apologise on Kieran's behalf, because she has kind of also always felt trapped. And this is news to Jasmine. She thought her parents were happy, but we've seen another side to Kieran right now, and Meredith is basically saying, yeah, I'm really sorry for letting him have not this impact on just you and your sister, but now your children, my grandchildren, and I was weak and I was a coward and you have done what I could never do. And Meredith is basically showing a whole other side to Jasmine that she never knew, and Jasmine is going to give her mum a hug because she is being there to support her. So these two are bonding in a way that she kind of didn't before. Jasmine was always a lot closer with her dad because she was kind of blinded by everything, but now she's seen a new side, and Meredith is here like, look, I know I can't do much and I know I've messed up, but let me do this one thing. And Jasmine is like, what are you doing right now? And Meredith is like, look, I can't do much, but this is as much as I can do. And she has given Jasmine 10,000 simoleons, which isn't very much, but it is all that Meredith can kind of get away with doing without her dad noticing. And she's saying, look, use this money to start a new life, find a place to move in with the kids, and I will do whatever I can to help you. She will do whatever she can to support her, and Jasmine is completely appreciative. And Jasmine is saying she really wants her mum to feel happy and safe as well, and says, why don't you, if you're not happy after all these years, why don't you leave as well? And Meredith's like, look, I can't do that right now. It would be too damaging. You've seen what your father's like. It's just not safe. I will continue as I am. But Jasmine's like, look, whenever you need to, you can come over. So we're going to give our mum a residence key and say she can come over whenever she wants. She has done so much to kind of help us. And she knows that her mum is stuck in a really bad relationship with her dad, and she's not strong enough to kind of leave him. She feels like she's done it for long enough. She can do it again. She can do it as long as she kind of needs to. And Jasmine has kind of seen, as I say, a different side to her mum that she didn't really know about before. And they've kind of grown really close over just this one afternoon and everything. She's seen a different side to her. But yeah, her mum said it's too late for her, but she wants to do everything she can for her daughter. So it is getting quite late now, and as we know what Kieran is like, Meredith is going to say, look, I really need to get going. Your dad's going to be wondering where I am. I didn't come home after work. I came straight here. So yeah, I need to head back home now. So big day for Jasmine. She not only got a divorce, applied for a divorce with her husband. Her youngest daughter has aged up into a toddler and keeps sleeping on the floor, bless her. She needs to come and get some food, and then we need to put her to bed. So come here and get some food. How are the rest of the kids doing? It looks like, oh my gosh, look at them sleeping in their tent together. They're sleeping in here together. It's like a little sleepover, so they can clearly, what? This is another. Jasmine has had the most crazy. She's pregnant. Oh my gosh, child on the way. Jasmine wants children and is happy to know there's one on the way. This is not the sort of thing that she needs right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, so she's a single mum with 3 young children and expecting another. She has a week to move out and no job and only 16,000 simoleons. Yeah, so this isn't looking too great for Jasmine. I think I was going to end the episode, but I think what we need to do is we need to invite Thomas over. I know it's late. He might say no because it's too late, but I think he should still come over at 9, and she needs to tell him because there is no way that this is Dominic. She hasn't woohooed with him in ages. She woohooed with Thomas last night, as we saw. They went to woohoo, so it is definitely going to be Thomas's. And oh my gosh, now this is Dominic's mum. So Dominic sent his dad yesterday, and now he sent his mum to check up. We know you probably want to see your grandchildren, but not right now, please, because we can't have. No, because everyone's going to see that she's pregnant, and Dominic's going to know that it's not his because they've not woohooed. So he's going to know that she was with someone else, like straight after their divorce, and he's gonna then know that she was with someone else the whole time. So Thomas is coming over, but oh my gosh, this has opened up a whole new can of worms. But here is Thomas. We not only need to fill him in on everything that happened in the day, but the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna come and tell him that we're pregnant. Like, I love that Jasmine is able to see the good side and the positive side in all of this. Yeah, she's gonna be like, look, I'm actually pregnant this time, and it's definitely yours. And we know that he was kind of excited to have kids before, and he wanted kids. So it says, happy parents. Jasmine's partner was delighted to hear about the pregnancy, completely overjoyed. This child will bring them both so much happiness. Jasmine is daydreaming about it already. So in Jasmine's mind, she's thinking maybe this will really bring us together even closer. He she's already known that he's there to kind of support her, but now he's gonna have his own child with her. Oh my gosh. Okay, why don't we... She's gonna worry about putting on baby weight, and not in the sense of, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get fat. It's more like, people are gonna see. I mean, already you can see she's got a bump in this massive cardigan. She's like, what are people gonna say? They're gonna know. And he's like, look, we can worry about this tomorrow. It's getting late, and she's like, can you stay with me tonight? We're gonna see if he can stay the night. I can never find the option to stay the night, but Thomas is gonna stay the night. But Jasmine is gonna vent about her terrible family and basically tell him everything that happened with her dad today and how her mum is helping and things like that. And this is a conversation that these two are gonna need to discuss tomorrow, because it's still really early days in their relationship together. Like, I know they're like having a kid together and they've been together for ages and they were like really happy, but it's still really early in the relationship. She's going through a divorce, but she needs to move out in a week. She needs to decide, is she gonna ask Thomas to move with her? Oh my gosh, now she's feeling really flirty. Of course she is. She's here giving him a dip kiss. She's like, I really love you. We still need to work a lot of things out, but for now, I think that's something we can discuss and work out tomorrow, because I need to get Scarlett to bed. She keeps sleeping on the floor. She has got a bed upstairs, but she can't take herself up. She's literally just aged up. So Jasmine has, as I say, she's invited Thomas to stay the night. She's like, can we discuss all this tomorrow and discuss the baby tomorrow while I put the kids in bed, and then I need to go to sleep. I'm not feeling very well either. Can we work this out? And he's super supportive. We know what Thomas is like by now. He completely understands that everything that kind of she's going through is not easy for her, and he wants to help her where he can. So at the moment he's dancing, but Jasmine needs to put her kids to bed. So Grace, can you come take yourself to sleep? And Alexis, why don't you come take a shower? We need to tell the kids as well about the baby, but that is something else we can do. Tomorrow. Why are you putting her down? No. Oh, please just pick her up and put her to bed. So Jasmine is putting Scarlett to sleep now. No, she's not. She's getting out. Okay, you can go to sleep by yourself because you're not listening to your mum. It is already midnight at this point. So Jasmine needs to head to sleep. She's got a lot to deal with tomorrow. Oh my gosh, so much has happened in just this one episode. So I think we are going to end the episode here. It's all happened in one day, in like 12 sim hours. Jasmine is getting a divorce. Dominic does not want to separate amicably. He does not want a friendship, despite Jasmine wanting to still be friendly and co-parent. Her father has basically disowned her and is giving her a week to move out of her house. She's found out that her mother was never happy in her marriage and is there to support her, and she's given her money to move out. And she's now pregnant, without a job, without anything. So Jasmine has a lot to deal with. She's going to have to deal with a lot of consequences to her actions. She's going to need to find a career. She's going to need to find a house. She's going to need to find out what to do with Thomas. And she is going to have to tell people about her pregnancy. And in doing so, tell people about her relationship with Thomas, because everyone will want to know who the father is. And yeah, it's just opened a whole can of worms. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It means so much to me, and I will speak to you all in another video. Bye everyone.